G'day, welcome to Mount Cranbourne Apiculture. It's the Saturday the 4th of February 2023. It's a fortnight since I've been up here to look at these bees. I was busy with Rural Fire Service training last weekend, so I didn't get up here. Last time we were here we swapped everything out of 6 frame gear into 10 frame gear and evened everything up. So I've just been through all these bees. It's a little bit hard to film because my iPhone keeps heating up and shutting down, so managed to get through 1 and a bit hives, but you can just see how strong the hives are. I brought a nucleus, a 6 frame nuke up here today from Felix at Bellingen, so that's in place there now in 10 frame gear. Felix was also kind enough to give me 3 queens, so they're in 3 frame nukes there now as well. So I've videoed just pulling one 3 frame nuke out and putting the queen in so you can see what I'm doing there. The plan was to bring 15 queens up today, but it's just a bit of a misunderstanding and it didn't happen, so that'll happen next week, and due to work commitments it sort of worked out better anyway. So hopefully next Sunday we'll be pulling 15 sort of 2 frame nukes, and we'll add a frame of foundation in them just to build the numbers up and putting mated queens into them. In the long term, a couple of weeks after that, I'll be able to shift more 10 frame supers up here. So the plan will be to, anything that's strong enough, just whack another 10 frame super on the top without a queen splitter and just let them build up into that and build up more brood and resources. So in general terms, the plan is to go into the winter here with, I don't know, 40 hives, and we can overwinter there and pick ourselves up again in spring, and hopefully some of these varroa restrictions may be lifted a little bit by then, and we can sort of move around a bit better and operate a bit more like a beekeeping business. So that's what we've done today. It's a beautiful day up here. It's really quite hot. Yesterday in Grafton it hit around 37, 38 degrees, so we're well and truly into summer now. So I've just been at work up here at Nimboida making up these little 3 frame nukes. I was lucky enough to get 3 queens this morning off my friend Felix, so they've been banked at his place at Bellingen and I've just brought them up. So what I'm doing is grabbing a couple of nice frames of brood out of these stronger 10 frame hives, making sure I'm getting no queen, but lots of young nurse bees and a mix of sealed and open brood. As long as there's plenty of bees covering those frames. They're all nurse bees, so they won't fly back to the original hive, and they'll stay there and look after that brood. Another nice frame of brood there. All those young nurse bees sticking to it. And the 3rd frame's just a frame of foundation. So you can see the bees realising they're queenless now, taking quite an interest in that queen. So just see her in the tube there. There's queen candy in there, which they will chew through and release her probably in a day. So that'll just go between the frames with the entrance just facing up slightly so that she can get out. And I'd expect her to be out sometime tomorrow and laying away in that hive. So that's the beauty of these little 6 frame nukes as well. I'll come up next week and remove that and maybe put a few extra frames of brood or another frame of brood and a couple of frames of foundation, and they'll build up into that 6 frame nuke. So yeah, so just a way of increasing the number of hives here. Hopefully next week we'll have another 15 queens to put in, and we'll do that same process. We'll just have a look at a few of these 10 frame boxes. These were taken out of their 6 frame gear and into the 10 frame gear a fortnight ago. So this is the first time I've been up to have a look at them. And the ones I've seen so far are doing really well. I'm really impressed with them. So there's the lid off. See, they're needing a bit more space. They're building a bit of burr comb under the lid there, which is a good sign. Boxes are really heavy, so they're full of honey. There's a nice frame of drawn comb there. That would have been foundation a fortnight ago. So it's looking great. Another heavy frame of honey. A little bit of brood there. That's out of the original nuke. Looking good. One of my frames of foundation that were added. Once again, drawn out nicely. Little patch of brood there. So nice fresh eggs and larvae there. So that's looking good. Another frame of what would have been foundation, and that's drawn out beautifully. Beautiful, healthy, sealed brood, young larvae to the edge there. Beautiful bees, just sitting nicely on the frame. It's nice to start out again with really good quality bees. Thanks to my friend Felix. So they look fantastic. Back to the original nuke frames, old darker comb, nice healthy brood. (2021) comb, once again, nice brood pattern. Yeah, and they're ready to go up into another super as soon as I can get them up here in a couple of weeks. Original old comb there, doing really well. Nice brood pattern. That's a comb that would have went in when I put them into the 6 frame nukes. There's the queen there, just walking around the edge of the frame. Put her back in, and this comb would have went in a fortnight ago as a frame of foundation. That's drawn out beautifully. So the next step for these is to next week pull a nuke out of them. So everything will get 2 frames of brood pulled out and a nice fresh young queen added to them. So that'll almost double my hive numbers here. That was supposed to happen this week, but it's just a bit of a misunderstanding, and as it turns out it's worked out for the better anyway. So next week, yeah, these all have 2 frames of brood pulled out of them and a fresh frame of foundation put into these little poly nukes like I've done in the earlier hive. Another quick look into the hive next door. We'll do 2 or 3 of these. See, I'm just looking for a bit of space here. So this first frame I'll pull out would have been a frame of foundation 2 weeks ago. That's drawn out nicely. Beautiful fresh nectar there. This was the frame of foundation put in the original nuke, fully sealed, pretty to look at, heavy too. So this frame's got 22 written on it. It came with the original nuke, nicely drawn out, full of heavy honey. All that's been put on up here. Another frame out of the original nuke, and yeah, beautiful healthy brood right around there. Bees are just sitting nicely on the comb. It's quite a hot day here today. This would have been a frame of foundation 2 weeks ago. So that looks great. Nice brood pattern, a little bit of honey around the outside. And, you know, really good resources here. Nice. Frame out of the original nuke. It's 3 years old. Quite dark, but nice healthy brood. Another original frame, 2021 written on the top.